What the hell, man? The hell, man? You really had me thinking we gonna win the game tonight. Wow, this is fuck you. Go Yankees. Fuck the Dodgers. But it's all good because court is in session. Order, 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 order. All rise to the judge. All rise. Rise up from your seat because court is in session. Here comes the judge. All rise. The Judginho had to start out slow in the series because this reinforces the narrative that the Judginho is not clutch, that the Judginho is not a playoff player. So the Judginho had to start out slow because you have to have everybody thinking he's some choker in October. Judginho is saving the best for the homestand on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I still like in scripted fashion a former Giants pitcher to win in game 2. This is all rigged for Vegas because remember, right? Conventional wisdom. Garrett Cole gets a pitcher with the 7 ERA. Well, probably most of the bets are on the Yankees, or you get your heavy action on the Yankees for game 1 because you assume that Garrett Cole's going to win because FLaherty has the 7 ERA. So Vegas won in game 1. And game 2 is Yamamoto. And the Dodgers are up 1-0, and they had a walk-off. So what's going to happen? All the money's going to be on the Dodgers for game 2. People are just going to roll with Yamamoto. When the Dodgers lose game 2, then Las Vegas is going to make record-breaking profits on a Saturday. But they're telling you by the scoreline with the Yankees up 3-2 exactly what is going to happen. Is Aaron Judge is going to win his 32nd playoff game of his career to win his first ring. That's why the Yankees had a 3-2 lead in the first place, because they're subliminally telling you that the great Judginho is going to go from 28 playoff wins to 32 playoff wins. Don't forget Magic Johnson's number 32. This is the tribute to Magic Johnson. This is the tribute to the LA Asterix title to win 32 years after 1988. That doesn't change. So most of the money is going to be on the Dodgers. Oh, the Yankees are going to win the game that Garrett Cole starts, right? Not so fast. This was all Las Vegas. And game 2 is going to be Las Vegas as well. Everyone's going to bet on Yamamoto over Carlos Rodon. That's Las Vegas right there calling the shots. Las Vegas wanted to get the action on the Dodgers in game 2. They're not going to take 2 straight Dodger victories. This series is going to be tied 1-1 heading back to the Bronx. The Yankees showed their power in game 1. They showed they were in true control of the series. They were playing up the majority of the game. The Yankees are already showing their might in the series. But when Giancarlo Stanton hit the home run, there's a couple of things that I was thinking about. Is Giancarlo Stanton really set up to be World Series MVP? And I just felt that that's too good to be true. The Yankees couldn't win the game 2-1 with Giancarlo hitting the runs, quite simply because he's not supposed to win World Series MVP. Aaron Judge has to be the World Series MVP. That's why Aaron Judge has to hit in all the Yankee runs in all 4 Yankee victories, or at least 3 out of the 4 Yankee victories, right? Aaron Judge had the situation in the 9th inning when he's up. When there was 2-2, right? It's 2-2. The great Judginho had the opportunity in the 9th inning, but of course it was rigged for him to hit a pop-up. Why? Because you have to continue the narrative that the great Judginho is not a clutch player. So this is going to set up the Yankees being down 2-0. Judginho coming through in game 2, and Judginho starting to heat up for the world's greatest 5-game red-hot streak ever in the history of the world. That's what's going to go down. And you add something like Juan Soto's birthday today. Well, that was another hocus-pocus Las Vegas game that they're playing with the masses. Oh, yeah, it was scripted. Dodgers is 36. Roger Maris, Rogers, Camacho, 36. That was a rigged game. The Dodgers won 6-3. It's because this World Series is happening 63 years after Roger Maris' record-breaking season in 1961. So this is going to be conducted to the great Jorginho winning his 32nd playoff game. So when you look at 3-2 for the Yankees, it doesn't matter if they lost. They're just subliminally telling you that the Aaron Judge is going to win his first ring for his 32nd playoff win of his career. That's exactly why it's going to be 3-2. As CWE says, the house always wins. So you can't have heavy Yankee action on Garrett Cole. You're going to go into this taking Garrett Cole for game 1 and betting Dodgers game 2. And now because Garrett Cole lost, the little sheeple will think the series is over and I'll just take Yamamoto game 2. No. This is Las Vegas games. They're playing with the masses. This is a Las Vegas game that they're playing with the masses. This was all 100% Las Vegas. That's what you have to understand. The Yankees will win tomorrow because a former San Francisco Giant is on the mound by the name of Carlos Rodon. And the Giants will win the World Series. Carlos Rodon's going to win the World Series, and the great Jorginho is going to destroy the Dodgers. In the 41st World Series appearance, it won't surprise me at all if the Yankees win 4 out of the next 5 games. That's probably what Garrett Cole's number 45 represents. The Yankees winning 4 out of the last 5 games. The Dodgers bullpen collapses. They don't have any starting pitchers. And simply the Yankees bullpen locks down. Gleyber Torres sold the game. Yankees won the game 2-1. Gleyber Torres sold the game because Las Vegas is calling the shots. What did Gleyber Torres do? Ohtani hits the double in the 8th inning, right? But Gleyber is supposed to cut off the ball and catch in his glove, but he just purposely lets the ball bounce, and instead of a runner on second, 1 out, get 2 outs at the end of the inning, 2 outs, runner on third, runner moves from second to third. Instead, Ohtani advances an extra base because of rigged, scripted, lazy fielding by Gleyber Torres. That's how Torres sold. Torres sold the ending by purposely missing the cutoff the second, being lazy on purpose. Lazy base running against Cleveland in that game 5, and now lazy fielding. So instead of a man on third, get out of the inning, 2-1 Yankees win, instead, it's a runner on third with 1 out, and the next batter hits a sacrifice fly. So this was a 100% rigged baseball game. What was it, the 10th inning, too, at Soto's birthday? Soto's Camacho 10 on Soto's birthday. Now, the Yankees are the veteran team. They've got older players, so all the pressure's on the Yankees. All the pressure's on the Yankees because of great Jorginho's contract, because he's 32 years of age, and because Garrett Cole's 34 years of age. So the pressure is going to be on the Yankees to win the World Series. With the pressure on the Yankees, they have to be playing down in the series. They have to play down and have an epic comeback. This is probably what the World Series is going to be. The comeback is Camacho 41. This is the Yankees' 41st edition of the World Series. So when you think about comeback, this is what I'm thinking about right there. Jorginho wins World Series MVP. You can't have Giancarlo Stanton win it when his home run makes the difference in game 1. That's why game 1 is rigged, because it's scripted for Jorginho to be World Series MVP. He has to win World Series MVP. This is why the Yankees can't win game 1 thanks to Giancarlo. They have to have Jorginho win the World Series. So that World Series MVP also influences how the game ended up being rigged. Ohtani's at-bat was rigged. He can't win that game for the Dodgers because he's not supposed to win World Series MVP. Everybody bet on Ohtani to win World Series MVP. He's ahead winning World Series MVP if he hits the game-winning run against Nasty Nestor. But because it's Freddie Freeman is ahead in the World Series MVP the probability, the odds right now. So Ohtani's at bat was rigged because he's not supposed to win World Series MVP. Now, Jorginho did have a hit. Jorginho is showing that he got on base, not via walk or intentional walk, but he still got a base hit. So these are the positives you have to take with the great Jorginho. And yeah, leaving on 10 base runners. I mean, the Yankees just show how powerful they really are. You should feel great about this team. Now, Clay Holmes has no business pitching in game 2. He'll probably sit out the rest of the series. Again, this is Dodger Stadium. This is where Jorginho injured his foot. So, to break down the game, the Yankees enter 7-2 in the World Series just because the Dodgers lose their 72nd game for their season to come to an ultimate end. There are two things that can happen with the Game 6. Number one, Yankees are up 3-2, like Jorginho's 32 years of age, like about to win the ring for his 32nd playoff win. So Yankees go up 3-2, entering Game 6. There are two things that can happen. The series ends in heartbreak for the Dodgers on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. Number two, on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday, the Dodgers extend the series to a Game 7. 7 years after we were this close to seeing Yankees and Dodgers until the Astros won Game 7 over the Yankees. So instead, we've seen Astros against Dodgers instead of Yankees-Dodgers in 2017. So those are the two scenarios that we see happening on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. Is I still like the 6 games, but there is a possibility of a Game 7. They extend the series on Valenzuela's birthday, or it's over on Valenzuela's birthday. And it was not a surprise that Cortes decided the game because 2 lefty pitchers died. Obviously, Fernando Valenzuela. Number 2 was the Yankees ERA. It was the league ERA leader in 1980. He was a Yankees pitcher. So 2 key lefties died. 1 on the Yankees, 1 on the Dodgers. Left-handed pitcher came in the game. But I'll be watching the whole game, and I'll be sharing all the scripted stats that they show on the television. It's Goki LeBron James that has to lead the parade for the city of Angeles. It cannot be the Dodgers. Goki LeBron James grew up a fan of the New York Yankees. Goki LeBron James is a 28-1 like Pep in numerology. And that coincides with the Yankees' 28th World Series title. Even after Nasty Nestor loses, Nestor's Camacho Yankees title number 28. I wonder what's the nominal how many teams have come back from a 0-1 deficit. But basically, New York Yankees are 8-3 versus LA Dodgers all time. They won 3-1. They won 4-2. So now New York Yankees are 7-3 this playoff run. So they're about to be 8-3 with the win tomorrow. And I do like the Yankees winning on the 28th day of the month. Yankees win the next 2. Dodgers will probably equalize it. Great Jorginho comes through with the huge Game 5 in Game 3. Jorginho. Jorginho's a choker. Jorginho's a choker. This is the narrative after Game 1. You're subliminally programming the masses to think, oh, Jared Judge is failed. He's a disaster. He didn't step up. But Jorginho, when his back is against the wall, turns it up. And that is where legends are made. When legends are struggling through the entire postseason, and when Jorginho, his back is against the wall after one game and leads the Yankees to victory. This is what's going to make this championship even far greater than it possibly could be. It's not playing ahead all the time. It's great Jorginho doing legendary things when his team's back is against the wall. This is what it comes down to. So it is scripted for the great Jorginho to have the most legendary postseason among all times if you are the New York Yankees. And probably Jorginho surpasses Babe Ruth in home runs at home at Yankee Stadium. I wonder if Jorginho's going to hit a home run tomorrow. He's going to be extremely clutch this postseason. That 60-second at bat I'm looking at too. I think Giancarlo's home run occurred, or maybe the first run in the game scored by the Dodgers. I think the first run on the game was scored on the 60-second pitch by the pitcher. Again, that number is a very big number, because great Jorginho, after hitting 62 home runs, is going to win the championship. Now, the series is not going to be 3-1. Let's be real. The series is going to be 2-2. It's all about the Game 5 money. The Yankees have to win at home. Yankees can play to be in a clinching position. The Dodgers can play for a clinching position. So the series is going to be tied at 2-2. Aaron George, 2-2 score. You have the situation. The 2-2. Jorginho definitely hits a home run in Game 5. Let me just say that for starters. Maybe if it's the 12th appearance between the Dodgers and the Yankees, the great Jorginho hits his first home run of the World Series in his 12th playoff game of this current postseason run. That is a pretty good theory. So I think Jorginho is not going to hit another home run at Dodger Stadium until the clinching situation that awaits the Yankees in Game 6 and Game 7. So yeah, you know this game is rigged because they already pick who the World Series MVP is going to be. They already picked Hideki Matsui in 2009 because of the Japanese market, right? His World Series was rigged in 2009. Who are we kidding? He got it over A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter's World Series MVP. No Hideki Matsui. 2009 was a real wild card for World Series MVP. But Jorginho has to be the guy that actually wins it. Oh, the American League is weak. Okay, they're doing it when Judge is struggling. But no, Judge has to win it. Jorginho has to be the legend of all legends. Yankees and Dodgers, and he passes Roger Maris, and he beats the Dodgers in the World Series. So he'd be playing behind with great Jorginho. The great Jorginho, the 51 like that, hence the Dodgers, they 54th in the World Series history. This is what suspense is about. These are the magical Disney-type storylines you can only dream of or actually do become reality. Anthony Volpe attended the Yankees championship parade when he was 11 years of age, and now he's playing in the World Series. And Gerrit Cole grew up a Yankees fan. He had this poster, Yankees fan today, Yankee fan for life tomorrow. Gerrit Cole is going to 100% win his next start, whenever it may be, a Game 5 or Game 6. It won't surprise me to see Gerrit Cole pitch all 9 innings to win the World Series at Los Angeles, where he grew up 15 minutes from Angels Stadium. Gerrit Cole attended lots of Angels games. The series is not over even when it's 2-0. The Yankees are going to do something epic during their homestand, because this is for all the New Yorkers who died during COVID. New York was at the epicenter of COVID. They're supposed to do something special when it's Yankees and Dodgers for their next title 15 years later. Kamala, the biracial black woman, is president. Jorginho, the biracial black man, is president. Jorginho was adopted. Kamala Harris has adopted children. The script calls for a Giants pitcher, the hated Dodgers rival, to deliver the first win for the Yankees during this World Series. They're not about huge payouts for the Yankees when they down 2-0. It's not what they're about right here. The Yankees did show they're big dog this series. They've been up the majority of the game. They've had more base runners. This team is the best team so far in the series, of course, because the only player they know is Ohtani. That's it. You heard Dave Roberts. He said, impossible, not happening. He's not pitching. It's going to come down to Ohtani not being able to pitch. Any blind squirrel can see what's coming. Oh, Ohtani played on the great team. He didn't have to pitch to win. No, he has to be the difference. They need Ohtani on the mound in order to win the title. But he's been playing the series like he's been selling the series. He's been selling his World Series MVP because, again, Las Vegas calls the shots. He's not supposed to win the World Series MVP. If he won the game tonight, he's ahead. He's ahead in World Series MVP. They already know he's not winning World Series MVP. Why would you have Freddie Freeman as the hero? Because it's not scripted for Ohtani to win. It was scripted for him to get the out against Cortes. It was scripted. It's so obviously Las Vegas, man. They're not going to take the loss on Gerrit Cole. They're not going to take the loss on Yamamoto. This is Las Vegas influencing the game. Now everyone's going to bet on the Dodgers. You can't bet in California. The Dodgers fans are all loading up in Las Vegas, betting on Ohtani, betting on the Dodgers. Las Vegas is here to make record-breaking profits. Remember, you cannot bet in California. You may have to drive to Nevada, place a bet, or Arizona, or drive out to the casino in Las Vegas or Reno, but you cannot in California. That is the point that I told you. That's why the 49ers were going to lose the Super Bowl, because of that Las Vegas factor. And here I was correct. I knew it. I knew it. And the same thing is happening here with the Dodgers. Yeah, again, it won't surprise me to see a 7-game series, because Game 6, two things can happen. Dodgers extend the series on Valenzuela's birthday, or the Yankees break their hearts on Valenzuela's birthday. These are the only two outcomes. This is going to be a comeback. This will be a comeback for the Yankees. Hey, you can't bet in California. I know California sucks. Well, I would love to live in California, but if I can't bet in California, screw you guys. So what is the record in the postseason for New York? No, for LA. Dodgers are, well, they're 8-3 this playoffs, like the Yankees record against the Dodgers. So this has to be scripted. The Giants pitcher getting the win against the Dodgers. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. He's number 55. Hideki Matsui was the World Series MVP. Yankees get their first win back in the World Series with number 55, because Hideki Matsui, the World Series MVP, was number 55. Aaron Judge knows he's supposed to sell. It's scripted for Jorginho to start out bad and carry the team on his back. This is going to be legendary, what we are about to witness. They are writing a fantastic script right now. I am loving the script. It's all revolving around Jorginho. How do we know this? Why were 9 runs scored in Game 1? Can anyone tell me? Why were 9 runs scored in Game 1? Can anyone tell me the answer to the question? Boys and girls, well, the answer to that question, Yankees are winning the 9th World Series title against the Dodgers. That's why 9 runs were scored in Game 1. Answer number 2, Roger Maris was number 9. This game is synced up with Jorginho and the Yankees winning the World Series 63 years after Roger Maris' record-breaking season. Fernando did die at 63 years of age, but also the Yankees are going to win the title 63 years after Roger Maris made history. You can't talk about only one death. Remember, Pete Rose died. Fernando wasn't a Hall of Fame pitcher. Pete Rose was the all-time hits leader in baseball. Peter Camacho, 46 years later, the Yankees' next win over the Dodgers. Aaron Boone was friends with Pete Rose's son. He played with the Cincinnati Reds. The Yankees closer, Earl Weaver, was a pitcher on the Cincinnati Reds. So you can't just go all Fernando. The Dodgers will win the World Series 24 months after his death. The Dodgers had to win the first game after his death. They had to win the first game after his death. This is only about the very first thing after his death. Wonder what Carlos Rodon Camacho is. It won't surprise me to see the Yankees come back from 2-0 because it is judged that's Camacho 20. The Yankees have not been up or down 2-0 in any of their two playoff series. The Yankees beat the Royals and they lost to the Royals, and they beat the Guardians. Okay, they're up 2-0 against Cleveland. That's right. Carlos Rodon is 53 and Camacho. Comeback is also Camacho 53. So you see how game one was weird. Carlos Rodon is starting, and 53 happens to be saying Camacho has come back. Comeback, it's going to be epic, boys and girls. Carlos Rodon is connected to Hideki Matsui's World Series MVP. Rodon is Camacho 66 and 30. It can be the 30th combined title between the Mets and the Yankees, between those two franchises. I know the Giants played in New York. I know the Dodgers played in Brooklyn. But the two teams that exist in New York City today, it's the 30th combined title between both the Yankees and the Mets. Yeah, 2-0 comeback. If Yankees win all three games at home, mamma mia. So I'm just saying, it's not even guaranteed that the Yankees win game two. I would not be surprised at all to see Yankees win all three games at home. But these guys are road warriors. I guess the answer to the question again is what's the road record today? I think they will with the former Giants pitcher. I think Jorginho's definitely going to hit a home run in game three if they lose tomorrow. Let's just say that. If Aaron Judge doesn't get it tomorrow, this guy's going to rape the Dodgers in 3 games at New York. Now back to that 30. Rodon's Camacho 30. If Dave Roberts came back from 3-0, the Yankees are down 2-0. Yankees are going 3-0 at home, and Yankees going to win the World Series. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I can see how 30 can be connected with a 3-0 homestand. Rodon's Camacho 30. So it will not surprise me at all. See the Yankees come in, go 3-0 in the homestand, and go 1-2 at LA to win the World Series. It's complete crap that people are talking about Fernando. Do it for Fernando. He's only a rich baseball player. What about all the people that died in New York City during the coronavirus? The epicenter of COVID was New York City. What about, screw a fucking baseball player. What about these teachers, these firefighters, these shop owners? They're real fucking people that died from COVID when New York City was the epicenter of America. Well, you can show what's won for Fernando. New York City can win this for the people who suffered during COVID. All these people that died in the New York metropolitan area during COVID. You can't ignore COVID's factor in a miraculous New York Yankees comeback. The economy is fully recovered from COVID. Donald Trump is about to lose the election in a huge, miraculous comeback after Biden got knocked out. So it won't surprise me to see the Yankees be big dogs coming back from 2-0 because the parallels are very similar to it's a lot. Trump's going to beat Biden and Biden drops out and then suddenly Jorginho tears it up. So the parallels are right there, and I'll be absolutely ready to talk about it if the Yankees lose the game tomorrow. Because I know numerology, and I know this is all manipulation of the goy. You cannot, the main thing of doing this is not falling for the manipulation of the goy, right? Ohtani was scripted not to win World Series MVP. I was correct. Something was off with Giancarlo winning World Series MVP by winning game 1 of the series. This could not happen. It hasn't happened that way because the game was rigged. The series is scripted for Jorginho. Okay, you have to ignore the noise with Fernando. Okay, with Fernando. Jorginho's 32 years of age. This is Jorginho's moment right here. I wonder when he does. He's probably not going to hit a home run tomorrow. Okay. I will not surprise if we see the Yankees lose tomorrow. Because I'm mentally prepared for a miraculous comeback at home for the New York Yankees. that 3-0 when we speak about Dave Roberts and the Red Sox. I'm telling you what could possibly happen. How's USC doing? So I will do my comeback video. What a rigged game that was. I just saw the score a second ago. Well, Valenzuela was number 34. The Rams improved to 3-0. USC improved to 3-4. But the Trojans scored 28 runs, and Aaron Boone, of course, used to be a player at USC. So the game, and plus they played Rutgers. Rutgers are from New Jersey, right? New Jersey's in the New York metropolitan area, northern New Jersey. So that USC game's going to be synced up with the ending of this World Series. USC manager wins. USC scored 28 points against the New Jersey team Rutgers. New Jersey is New York. And USC scored 28 runs, and Dave Roberts was the 28th pick of his draft. So this is not the only thing we're talking about as far as the ball game goes. This is actually halftime. So take the screenshot of halftime. And Rutgers scored 3 points in the first quarter. They scored 9 points in the second quarter. 39, of course, is the Comanche of New York. Las Vegas is going to murder the public. Again, I'm telling you, these things are not happening arbitrarily, organically. Ohtani was not allowed to win the game tonight. Giancarlo Stanton was not allowed to be the World Series MVP after this game. These guys are not allowed to win. Yankees could not win when Judge has his off night because Jorginho has to win every game for the New York Yankees. Yeah, in real time when you watch it, you're like, yeah, good call, yeah. So, yeah, the ending sucked, but again, this ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. And of course, it's the comeback that's Camacho, the Yankees' 41st World Series. So this series is rigged that the Yankees pull Red Sox on the Dodgers and Dave Roberts. It will not surprise me at all to see the Yankees lose the game tomorrow. When I look at Rodon's Camacho, Yankees could easily lose. And the Yankees pull off something legendary with the great Jorginho and Juan Soto. Rutgers sucks. They're not coming back against USC. There's no way. You know it, and I know it. Great Jorginho's winning World Series MVP. Probably after Jorginho's performance against the Guardians, the Indians, people are probably placing bets on Juan Soto because he hit over 300 and he hit a dagger against Garrett Cole in the 2019 World Series. So probably people were going in on Juan Soto. But here's the judge. We must all rise. Court is in session. If there is a game 7, I'd be telling you what 1-11-2 is about. 11-2 just happens to be the last Dodgers Game 7 loss in the World Series against Houston, and the Yankee season began against Houston. So again, Yankees be up 32. The only question is, do the Dodgers win on Valenzuela's birthday, or is the World Series ending on Valenzuela's birthday? Houston is Camacho 112. Aaron Judge is 42. If he wins World Series in 6 games, that's the first time he wins a playoff series 42. All rise, here comes the Judge. Is Camacho 112. November-2. Pretty good stuff right there. That exact phrase. 112. All rise. Yankees are in clinching position. All rise, it's Camacho, the great Jorginho's 31st playoff win of his career. Jorginho's career is all Masonic. Ups and downs, good and bad, turmoil and dominance. It's a Masonic ritual happening with Jorginho being a completely terrible player in the playoffs, but he's Babe Ruth in the regular season. The Yankees can win the playoff race, but they can't win the ALCS. But until they did so, he's 1-3 in the ALCS, a big Masonic number. I'm telling you, this is also Masonic ritual. 32 is the second degree, the second highest degree in Freemasonry. If Jorginho wins with 32 playoff wins, this is all Masonic ritual. 32 is as significant as 33 in Masonry. 32 and 33 are the two grand Masonry numbers. This was all a ritual. Funny how Grand Slams come out to 55 and Rodon is number 55. I think Cole had 89 pitches for the night, or maybe the Dodgers pitcher had 89 pitches for the night. Grand Slams come out to 89. So yeah, it's a scripted outcome. But I know which team Las Vegas is rooting for. It's not the team out west. Dodgers are without all the starting pitchers. Hey, can you bet on the Dodgers? You bet on this Dodger team. Injuries can happen, that's why it's called gambling. It's scripted. That's the answer. He died at 63. Game ended 6-3. The first game after Fernando's death. This is all ritual. 63 is significant for Fernando, but it's also significant for this World Series being played 63 years after Roger Maris broke the record and he won the ring in 1961. It wasn't 60 or 61. I think Roger Maris won back-to-back. My first live game of the World Series will be Game 3. I have Game 6. I do have a potential Game 7. I got to see about Game 4 and Game 5. But I think I have Game 4 and Game 5. Let me see. So my first game is Game 3. Are the Yankees going to be playing from behind with big ball of tea? Cams the puck up in his hair. When the Yankees are down, we witness history with great Jorginho. Okay, and if it really is scripted, Jorginho's winning World Series MVP. This is his moment. I don't know if I'll be doing the Zips thing. Oh yes, okay. I'm here for Monday. I'm here for Tuesday, and I'm here for Wednesday. I'm here for all 3 games in the homestand. So again, this is for New York City and all the people that died during the pandemic. So the pandemic is not only connected to the Dodgers having a real title a couple years from now, but it's also connected to the Yankees winning right after the pandemic. So pandemic is connected to the Dodgers' 65th World Series loss to lose the series. Pandemic is Camacho of 38. Dodgers win 38 years after 1988. There are 88 pitches before that home run by Giancarlo today, I want to say, I think. Well, I would hate to see a part 2 in 2026. If it happens in 2026, then my bet is on the Dodgers. You're probably right about that. There probably will be a rematch with Ohtani winning when he's able to pitch. My only question is are the Yankees really going to lose back-to-back World Series after winning 2 straight World Series? Because I still think Yankees-Mets is planned down the horizon. With that rich billionaire, the richest owner is the hedge fund guy. He had the biggest settlement with the SEC in history. Steve Cohen, you call him. So Yankees Mets could be playing in 2027, in my view. But can the Yankees and Jorginho play in 4 straight World Series? Interesting. You guys have to understand, in the season that begins against the Astros, they're going to suffocate. They're going to be tortured and choke on their own oxygen. That's what's going to happen to Houston. They're going to be tortured and they're going to be suffocated. I hope they do, because they deserve it. 13 people here. That's fucking real. Damn well, when the season begins at the 28th at Mid-State of Texas at Houston, the Yankees are winning the title. When the Astros fail to make it to the ALCS, the Yankees will win the World Series. They will be back to hating on the Yankees when the Yankees win back-to-back years, then they truly will be irrelevant. Again, there have been 14 back-to-backs in the history of baseball. Jorginho's a 15-6 like that, the numerology. Giants are terrible. New York is the 11th state. New York goes 1-1. Steelers get easy win. The Ravens-Steelers game is going to be a very good one. So again, the Steelers have to keep pace with the Ravens. In number 2, the Yankees win on game 3. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is number 3. So Jorginho hits the home run in game 3 because Babe Ruth, number 3 for the New York Yankees. So Jorginho's first home run in the World Series comes in game 3. Game 3 at home that Jorginho hits his first home run. The series is tied or it's not tied. It doesn't matter. The Yankees are winning game 3 at the Bronx. In another angle, what are Dodgers' record against New York teams this postseason? 5-2. So again, 62 is a very big number. So again, 62 could be in connection to potentially the Dodgers' record against New York teams this entire postseason. So it could be 6-2 up against New York teams. That's the big Jorginho home run king number. Interesting sacrifices. I don't know why I was muttering Saturnalia or whatever. I guess Saturnalia, people are being called cray-cray with Saturnalia in the Super Bowl, I guess. But again, we must live, breathe by the numerology. Not necessarily by the gematria, but by the numerology. Gematria isn't numerology, but it is decoding letters and words into numbers. It is deciphering reality, but numerology is still numerology. Go Kingdom of Dreams, for example, is 28-1 like that. Anytime Michael and Corinne, 28 years after Michael's last ring in 1998, and we know it's going down. Finale, like the huge comeback. My star for the king of pop jobs. The World Series is happening, motherfucker. But the pop job has had a huge win. Maybe Lakers be up 2-0, 3-0 for the season because the payouts are going to go down for the Lake guy and they Celtic. So he's doing great right now. The coach, I recorded the game, so I'll be able to watch it later. Maybe Sunday, maybe tonight. But now I got to get all the shots, all the key stats. What were they saying about 28 feet in that baseball commercial the night there? I'll be sure to screenshot that too. So if the Lord God Almighty is speaking, and he must be saying that you're going to be down 2-0 and you're not allowed to win until Big Toe comes in with a live stream, then if that's the case, then hallelujah. 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 All right. If Jorginho's hitting behind Soto and Soto doesn't hit home runs, then Jorginho's going to hit the daggers. Jorginho's going to hit the RBIs. That's what I think is going to happen. If Kleber doesn't get on base and Soto does get on base, Jorginho's going to knock him in. It could be a double. between center and right field, center and left field, but Soto is sprinty. It could be a home run out of the stadium. It could be Verdugo or someone on base. Verdugo's going to step it up. The former Dodger, he struck out, the bases loaded, but Verdugo will have his moment. Number 24. If Verdugo's number 24, the Yankees are winning 6 games. I'm still heavy on Yankees in 6. 6 is a big occultic number. You're right. You and I know better. We know better than the goy-ass motherfuckers out there who thought Ohtani was washed up. Oh my God! Who's 2-0 start the season? Sit your ass down. Say Ohtani is finished. Sit your ass down. I get it. Politics is so polarizing, but all that matters is political affiliation or the other political affiliation. You start calling elections. So Biden won. I was right about Biden. I have Kamala this election, but I have the Republican Party in 2028. So I know the majority of you guys hate my politics. But I will be at the Republican Party in 2028, so I am capable of being objective. His presidency could be over if the Republicans they keep the control of one of the 2 chambers, because this means Republicans can block everything that Kamala tries to do, which is probably what may probably happen if she does end up being a one-term president. The reason why Biden in Harris gets reelected is because they got stuff done when they did have control of both chambers. So it's not, you can't do anything as president without, especially when parties obstruct nowadays. They used to work with each other in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and during the time of American history. But ever since Newt Gingrich in the 90s, both parties have tried to obstruct each other. So let me close out with the politic garbage. I'll be live during the election, okay? But as far as the game goes tomorrow, Yankees may very well win the game. But I am not surprised to see the Yankees lose because of a 3-0 homestand, and Dave Roberts came back from 3-0. So it's no guarantee. Nothing is automatic. I did have a split series before the start of the World Series. So with or without a split series, it doesn't matter for me. Yankees are still winning. Because this can be the most miraculous comeback that is for all the dead people who died because of the Corona China Wuhan virus. And how we approach the coronavirus is Wuhan is gematria of 22, of 67. Wuhan is 67. Dodgers fought a 6 and 7 in the World Series. It's a whole ritual with the China virus, with the Asian virus. Ohtani's Asian. Asians lose because all the Asians brought the virus to New York. But he's going to lose the World Series, and New York wins the World Series. Now, I may be going a little cray-cray here, but Ohtani's not Chinese, so I think that is a reach. I'm reaching. My name's Signar. It ain't happening. Jorginho's 15-6. This is about championships 15 years later. It's not happening. The Yankees are playing from their backs against the wall. Most of the pressure is on the Yankees to win, not the Dodgers. The Dodgers will always win 900 games every year. This is the most of the pressures on the Yankees. That's why the Yankees are going to win. This is why they have to win when they're playing with their backs against the wall. Because Giancarlo is 34 years of age. Because Big Jorginho is 32 years of age. How old is Giancarlo Stanton? How old are they? Right? Most of the pressures on the Yankees. Most of the pressures on the Yankees. Why the Yankees are going to win. That's your number 8 right there, buddy. 8 playoff losses coming for the Frauds. His name is Doc. Doc, the dog His name is Doc, Dave Roberts. 1-3 in the World Series. Hey, Doc. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? Why are people so retarded? Yankees are getting revenge against a former Red Sox manager. This stuff is laughably scripted. I know the Dodgers have won in 2026. Bryant's 26. It's 2026. There. But that's not the 24 we be talking about. Last 162-game season a team from Los Angeles won was 2022. 24 years later, it's 2026. That's what it's about. You're not reading the thing right because you do not understand what life path numerology is, and that is the reality. I'm not going to stop because this is numerology right here. Jorginho is 15-6 life path. Why was the game 3-2? There is no easy money to be made. The house always wins. Always. You're omitting the Las Vegas factor. This is how this stuff is rigged. I'm trying to tell you how it's rigged. You have to ignore the noise. Of course, most of Joe Pub thinks Dodgers already won in 4 or 5 games. Las Vegas says, ha, 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 not so fast. The Dodgers are not allowed to win the World Series until Ohtani's World Series MVP. But he's not World Series MVP after 1 game. Freddie Freeman is. This is laughably rigged. Like, come on. This is not rocket science. Is this really rocket science? It's not rocket science here. It's not supposed to be easy, but at the same time, it's not rocket science. Ohtani's obviously going to be World Series MVP when he's able to pitch in a different year. Come on now. It's obvious. Come on now. Now, if the Yankees win the back-to-back, 1 year, Jorginho wins World Series MVP. He does so this year. If the Yankees do win back-to-back, I think Juan Soto, after the contract, is World Series MVP. That's just my 10 cents. It could be some surprise player like Hideki Matsui in 2009. So be my guest. USC's a garbage team this year. But I do like Miller Moss. He takes hits pretty well. Miller Moss would be a very good prospect for whoever wants a new quarterback, and the Giants need a new quarterback. Miller in reverse is 39. New York is 39. Miller Moss is 45. I don't know what other team's going to be in the running for a new quarterback. Moss is Camacho 66-12. I don't see really any Carolina Panther Camacho with Miller Moss. Dominguez is terrible. He hasn't been playing. You really think Dominguez is going to win World Series MVP? I doubt it. I doubt it. The one sleeper could be Anthony Volpe if he becomes a all-star, but I don't see him becoming an all-star. I don't see Anthony Volpe becoming an all-star. Not everyone can be Derek Jeter. Not everyone can be Mariano. We've seen with Clay Holmes. Not everyone can be Jeter. Not everyone can be Mariano. The 2009 team would easily beat the 2024 team. This is why the Jorginho has to be clutch. For those who are not too young like me, who've seen 2009, obviously that team is better than the 2024 team. Heart, grit, and determination. Oh, come on. This stupid crap. It's a Las Vegas game. 3-peat can happen. Brooklyn Bums have lost the majority of their World Series appearances. Wow. People are terrible at history, too. That's what I learned. They're terrible at history. Wow, just terrible. Ohtani's 8 life path. Call me number 8. Yankees' 8th World Series win since moving to the new stadium is going to be another championship. Of course. The 8th World Series win for the Yankees since moving away from the old Yankee Stadium happens against 8 light paths. Oh my God. Come on. You know this guy ain't be hiding in the basement just because they lose a World Series. For all you young guns out there who are 15 years of age, whatever age you may be, not old enough to see the 2009 World Series. I remember watching the Phillies winning Game 1 in 2009, but the Yankees went on to win 4 out of 5. Now, if this is the 12th World Series matchup between the Yankees and the Dodgers, it will not surprise me to see the Yankees win their second championship since moving to the new Yankee Stadium with their 12th World Series game played since moving to the new Yankee Stadium. It doesn't matter how much information I reveal. It's just people continue to be gory-ass motherfuckers. NFL could care less if the league is rigged. The NBA couldn't give 2 fucks if the NBA is rigged because of these zombies. I tried telling someone the game last night was rigged. NFL is never going to allow the Rams to lose, but these people are zombies. They'll never learn. They'll never catch on to this. You see, this is goy-ass crap like that right there. Just goy. Goy. That's only one word. Why do you pay him $360 million? He's going to win the ring. Ohtani's getting paid $700 million throughout his retirement. Ohtani's going to win the ring. He will. It's all Masonic ritual. People in Denmark and other countries, they're watching baseball because of Ohtani. You're not going to have the Dodgers win every single year because it's so obvious. These people are going to be betting on the Dodgers because they're casuals. That's how it's rigged. Plus, it's in the history of the Dodgers. They're Brooklyn Bums. They've lost their first 5 World Series appearances, it was. And with Dave Roberts, they've turned into the Brooklyn Bums, losing 2 World Series in 162-game seasons. Yeah, Dave Roberts, right there. This is the Dave Roberts factor. What are Rutgers doing? What is USC doing? Lincoln sucks. No defense whatsoever for USC. Nothing. People choose to be goyim. Yankees were not allowed to win with Cole on the mound. It's Las Vegas. Yamamoto is not going to win tomorrow because it's rigged for Las Vegas. People got to be... I know you guys are smart enough to understand. This stuff is synced up with the election. New York hates Donald Trump. The Yankees win the World Series in comeback fashion. Kamala and Democrats came back against loser Donald Trump, who committed insurrection and downplayed the pandemic and ignored thousands of Americans dying. I know you guys are smart. Don't be a zombie. Use your head. You have a brain. I'm confident you can use your mind. Wake up from the trance and understand this is all synced up with the election. All right, if I'm right that this is synced up with the election, you can cancel your Patreon garbage for life. Seriously. I can easily get on and charge the Patreon, but no, motherfucker, that's not how we do business over here. Again, Ohtani will win. You have to use your brain. Why wasn't Ohtani the hero? Okay, he was supposed to win World Series MVP. But if Ohtani loses it these next few games because he's not pitching, and there's no evidence that he is a teacher to begin with. He definitely has narcissistic personality disorder. He wants to be a king. He wants to be a czar. He wants to be some cultic leader. You know, anyone with the brain can see through that. Colts do lose their support. Donald Trump lost his support in 2020. So because he's wrong most of the time and charges all this money, pretty much the business model relies on allowing on people who never heard of him in 2021 and 2022. And people catch on to the scam. These people he can never get back, but people get exposed to Gamache 2023, 2024. He tries to lure these people in, but he's not making up for lost revenue. So business model is declining. But he is a liberal like myself, so you'll probably write about the election. I've heard of him, yes. He talked some shit about me in the past in 2017, but yep. He can't hate it. He can't stand it when people give attention to other people. I mean, it's kind of like a woman, you know. Oh, why are they listening to these other people? I want all the attention. He's a little jealous, basically. It's a jealous fit of rage, basically, is what it is. I'm 22-4 Light Path. That's my number. 22-4-727-95. Hack Hubbard is 13-4 numerology. Yeah, pretty much. I predicted the Dodgers for the year 2017. The Dodgers lost the World Series in 7 games, but basically, he came out the video, you know, you guys so cultic, bunch of zombies, you know, totally please retire. You're a disservice to the work. Now, for the record, he predicted Nationals at the start of the year 2017. And he had Astros when he had the Astros win in 6, and it didn't happen. So, you know, this guy is a fraud. Oh, yes, I believe in Chinese astrology. Yes, Argentina won the World Cup in 1986, year of the Tiger. They won again in the year of the Tiger, 2022. Goalkeeper LeBron James, born in the year of the Rat, won the bubble title in the year of the Rat. I am the year of the pig. Zach Kaki Hoppett's the year of the pig. So that's how we kind of came across each other. I'm year of the pig 95. He's year of the pig 83. So when Gary Numbers guy asked me about my birth, he knew exactly what was bringing this energy to us together. He knew Hacky Hubbard, born in the year of the pig. And once I told him my birthday, he understood. He understood. But I figure he's probably predicting Harris to win. Am I wrong about that? Because he did go on a big rant after Donald Trump won in 2016. How Republicans don't do anything for anyone and how they don't give a fuck about the poor. Like, he made a big rant on Donald Trump after he won, like he did on Hillary Clinton in 2016. He made a video dedicated to Republicans that they don't care, they're gonna piss on you, you know, give tax breaks to the wealthy. Which he you know, he's pretty semi-smart. He understands what the Republican Party does. The Nationals, they beat the Astros in 2019. Garrett Cole's on the Astros. He lost that World Series. Garrett Cole has to deliver this time around. And Garrett Cole did deliver, but bullpen didn't deliver tonight. Well, I think both bullpens didn't deliver, but if you're asking me what I think about Nestor Cortes, I don't disagree with Nestor Cortes. I know the ritual is rigged, obviously. The lefty died for the Yankees, a lefty died for the Dodgers. So it was definitely rigged and scripted for Cortes to come into the game. But I don't disagree with putting Cortes in the game against Ohtani because Ohtani was 2 for 12 against Nestor Cortes. So he's 2 for 13 against Nestor Cortes. Cortes is going to have his moments during this World Series. Cortes could come in for one batter. That one batter is Ohtani. So the Fernando Valenzuela tribute calls for Nestor Cortes getting Ohtani out during these later innings. He doesn't have to face Freddie Freeman. He doesn't have to face Mookie Betts. He didn't have Cortes available in the divisional series or the ALCS. Boone could come in and say, Ohtani's up to bat, but I want Cortes to get him out. Only one batter. Get Ohtani out. 9 batters until he's able to come up to the plate again. Cortes gets Ohtani out. I replace him with a different pitcher. Cortes is going to be the unsung hero because Boone won't keep him in the game beyond Ohtani. Boone is going to put Cortes in the game to shut down Ohtani. The Valenzuela tribute to the series calls on Nestor Cortes being the unsung hero because he did get Cortes out. But what's going to happen differently is once Cortes gets Ohtani out, Boone is not going to waste any time. He's going to put Cortes out of the game. So Cortes is going to be the unsung hero of the Yankees. The ERA champion of 1980. He lost the 1981 World Series. I forgot his name, but he's a left-handed pitcher, died for the Yankees. Valenzuela, left-handed pitcher. The one guy that's going to be the unsung hero outside of great Jorginho is Nasty Nestor. Nasty Nestor is going to destroy Ohtani. Is his injury even real? Or was it just scripted for him to be the guy who comes in the bullpen and gets Ohtani out? You saw that game like me. 2 for 12 against Ohtani. He got him to pop out. If there's a Valenzuela, Ritual, it's for Nasty Nestor. He is nasty. And this guy shut down Ohtani. Yeah, Ohtani had a good postseason. I don't know what you're talking about. He's not a terrible postseason player, but it's scripted. He can't win MVP. Well, he is number 13 like Alex Rodriguez. He actually got the Yankees up 3-2 in the 9th inning. He scored the run. He got on base. So, he started running his mouth on the Royals, but he stepped it up. It did kind of look like a meatball. And again, the games are rigged. You know it and I know it. People are going to bet on the Dodgers for Saturday. Again, I ignore the comeback from 2-0. It won't surprise me. I'm just thinking, okay, if Roberts came back from 3-0 and beat the Yankees in 2004, then I must be prepared for that scenario, right? I must be prepared for that scenario, and I should be prepared for that scenario. But Judge is 32, and Ohtani will be 32 years of age when he wins the championship with Magic Johnson is older. So, I do hate the Dodgers, but I have a chosen year for the Dodgers, and I'm going to be all over the Dodgers in 2026. If the Dodgers lose this year or next year, and I go and say, this is the year for Showtime, it's going to be the Dodgers' year. What if Shohei gets injured for a couple of months in 2026? I think that's how they could manipulate the 2026 season. If Ohtani's out for 2 to 3 months, that's how they could manipulate it. He comes back from injury and he struggles in August, September, October. This is how they could manipulate the 2026 season. So the realm of possibilities is not finite. It extends to infinity. So any scenario, particular scenario can happen. But in my mind, no matter what happens, Aaron Judge wins World Series MVP. Anyway, thank you for coming in and viewing this stream tonight. No lie, I felt pretty sick. I had a headache. I had an upset stomach after the walk-off home run happened, but you kind of understand why these things happen. You cannot forget that it's rigged, and you understand that Jorginho has to start out slow. So it is an act. It is the first chapter. It is Act 1. Act 2 is Saturday. Act 3 is Monday. I'd be live from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You won't see me live for tomorrow, but I will when the Bronx Zoo is going to unleash havoc on the Dodgers. So the Dodgers are 3-1 against the Yankees. The Dodgers will be 3-2 against the Yankees. If the Dodgers are 4-1 against the Yankees, I will not be surprised again. When you think very analytically, What's the Dodgers record against New York teams in the postseason? What's the Dodgers record for this season against the Yankees? These are the kind of things you have to look out for. The win-loss record for the Yankees in the playoffs on the road. The win-loss record for the Dodgers at home this playoffs. These are the kind of things that we need to break down the game. If I can see a 2-home run game for Jorginho, it's at the Bronx. It's at the Bronx. I won't care if the Yankees lose tomorrow, but motherfucking series is at the Bronx, boy. You understand? Jorginho, did these Yankee fans that pay for these home tickets, you already know baseball's rigged. They gave the Dodgers the win in Game 1. These Dodger fans paying thousands of dollars for tickets. Home teams are going to win the blunt of the majority of those games. So the great Jorginho and the Yankees are going to have a tremendous homestand. George for MVP. Soto wins MVP next year after he extends with the Yankees. Both guys get a World Series MVP. Soto is owed one for 2019, but Stephen Strasburg won World Series MVP because he was spectacular on the mound. And Soto was hitting over 300. He hit a couple of daggers. But they gave their MVP to Stephen Strasburg. So I think, again, Juan Soto's 25. So Soto wins MVP next year. My keyboard's not working, but Juan Soto's 25. He wins World Series MVP for the repeat in 2025. No, because the Mets are terrible. USC scored. Okay, they good. But I did screenshot that the 28 points at halftime, and Aaron Boone played at USC. You know what? I'm just more in the zone now. We're at hour and 11. People are watching me. They like my synopsis. They like what I see with Ohtani not winning World Series MVP because his at-bat was rigged in the 10th inning. Well, the game was rigged for Soto. Soto, yeah, Yankees are older. They have to win. They're firing Aaron Boone. I understand. They have to win. And no, I'm not blaming Aaron Boone for pitching Nestor. I was actually happy that Nestor came into the game. It's not his fault that he decided to put Nestor in the game. That was the right decision, lefty on lefty, but as one guy said, he threw him a meatball. It kind of did look like a meatball. I don't know what number Freddie Freeman is on the Dodgers. This guy's a former Atlanta Brave. Atlanta's 15, Yankees back in the World Series. His name is Nasty Nestor, and he owns Ohtani. This is what I'm talking about. 2 for 13 against Ohtani, including that at-bat in the World Series. Nasty Nestor, motherfucker. I need to see more from Austin Wells at the plate. What a time to be alive. I thought that Jorginho would have a legendary postseason, but rigged rituals. Jorginho, this guy's going to come alive at Yankee Stadium. Okay, if God is up there, I'm live for Game 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. All hail Lord Jesus Christ, and all hail to the Creator. If the Yankees win every game the rest of the way down to nothing. So you're going to make the Yankees lose tomorrow so I give ultimate glory, right? That's just a narcissistic take on almighty creators. Freddie, fuck up Soto's birthday. Freddie, fuck up Soto's birthday. You know what number's the guy? I think Taylor was the pinch runner. He's number 3. Freddie Freeman is number 5. The series is going to last 5 more games. Yep. Yankees are freaking out about great Jorginho because it's the World Series and it's Ohtani and there's Betts and it's Freeman. You can't script it any better. This is the perfect way to script the World Series, is to have Jorginho playing with his back against the wall. The euphoria that comes when Jorginho steps up and he's playing from his back against the wall makes it more epic. When will Jorginho surpass Babe Ruth in postseason home runs? At Yankee Stadium is the answer. But if Yankees are supposed to win tomorrow, I won't be surprised for me to see Jorginho step up. He did have a base hit, so there are positives to take. Babe Ruth had 94 wins in his baseball career as a pitcher. Yankees won 94 games. So again, great Jorginho, Babe Ruth, break down the Jorginho home run. I'll be live when it happens, if it happens at Yankee Stadium. Babe Ruth played with the Boston Braves, and Freddie Freeman, he came over from the Atlanta Braves. So there's something connected with Freddie Freeman and Babe Ruth, because Babe Ruth played his last season with the Boston Braves. George Herman Ruth, George's Camacho 30, 3 straight wins at home. Oh, hell to the Yankees. What if it does happen? What's the home record today? Yankees are 3-1 at home. The Yankees would be 6-1 at home if they win 3 straight games down 2-0. So there's your Roger Ramirez 1961. Probably shouldn't place a bet on the game tomorrow. Judge wins MVP of the World Series. All rise to Aaron Judge. People would, if the Yankees down 2-0, they'll be watching the great Jorginho make history. He could homer in every game at Yankee Stadium for a legendary win over the Dodgers. All rise. The Freemasons and us, we know what the Masons are scripting. We know their ritual with 32 years of age and his 32nd playoff win. This is all Freemasonic ritual. All the goy-ass motherfuckers don't understand Freemasonry. Good and bad, good and evil, ups and downs, black and white. Life's very white for you or it's very black for you. Black and white, Freemasonry. Freemason checker floor patterns. That's what Freemasonry is about. Freemason, Freeman. Rigged. It's laughable. Good call, Tyson. Freemason, Freeman, Frid. Oh my God. This is a Masonic ritual. It is. This is a Masonic ritual. Ohtani, it's not going to be all, I'm going to win every year. He's going to go through struggles. That's Freemasonry. Black and white, good and bad, good and evil. Bring the world in balance and harmony. That's Freemasonry. Hacky Hubbard claims to know the Freemasons. Why don't you break this down from a Freemasonic ritual? Teach people what the Freemasons are about. We're seeing with Gold King LeBron with the Lakers. Going through ups and downs and such turmoil. Oh, we'll be a dynasty because we won in the bubble. But no, he gets rid of everybody because it's all Masonic ritual. And people are not supposed to believe in Gold King LeBron. He ruined it. So if it's rigged by the Masons, by Masonic rituals, of course it's very believable. Screw you, motherfucker. If the Yankees are down 2-0, I'm not putting a big bet on Game 2. That's the wise thing to do. Game 2 is not going to be a guarantee for the Yankees to win. Let me tell you that. I'm looking at Dave Roberts, the 2004 Red Sox. This can usually be scripted, be another comeback. This is supposed to be Aaron Judge making his mark on the history books. Ohtani's going to sell the series so Jorginho does so. Baseball's rigged. The Padres sold Game 5. They didn't try to hit. They were hitting 8 runs, and suddenly they forgot how to hit, right? You know baseball's rigged. Ohtani's not supposed to win MVP. He didn't. If it was rigged for him, he would have delivered. He gets bailed out by a teammate. Again, nothing's a given. It will not surprise me if the Yankees are tied the series. They'll probably come back from 2-0. It won't surprise me at all, again, because the world, all the world, their eyes lay on great Giancarlo when his back is against the wall in extreme proportions. This is where the great Giancarlo is supposed to turn into Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Derek Jeter, the 2009 version of Alex Rodriguez. If these Yankee fans are paying thousands of dollars for World Series tickets, they are going to fucking win the games. The comeback is Camacho the 41st World Series. So if the Yankees were never playing with their backs against the wall against Kansas City or the Cleveland Guardians, then it inevitably has to happen against the Dodgers. But yeah, you take your red pill. You forget about everything that happened in the scripted simulation in Game 1. But it's rigged for betting purposes. It's rigged for legacy setting rituals with great Jorginho. That's what I'm talking about. But when the Dodgers lose the World Series, they will not win next year. Now, this is interesting. Las Vegas and why is it that a number 1 or number 2 seed hasn't won in baseball in the last few years? It's called baseball. Nothing is automatic as far as high probability goes. So if you're going to go with the Dodgers next year because Ohtani is able to pitch, it's probably going to be rigged for Ohtani to cost his team a game with a bad performance on the mound. People are going to joke about Ohtani and the gambling, but it's all rituals. It's all rituals. Well, if the Dodgers lose the World Series and you're going to go into next year thinking Ohtani will be pitching next year, the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. Caveat emptor, buyer beware. That's how they manipulate the public. You have to be aware of that. Ohtani's a brilliant player. I like seeing him play. But this is how they manipulate you. They could lose early in the playoffs. I wonder who the Yankees going to go up against next year. Not the Mets. Not the Mets. No way. Repeat in Philadelphia. And Bryce Harper's Philadelphia. Who knows with Philadelphia next year? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the Garrett Cole coming back at Canada is all set up for a ritual against the Phillies next year in the World Series, something like that. The Phillies under 47th season, I think I forgot, was 2020 or 2029. Yes! Yes! Dodger fans have to root for the Yankees over the Padres. I would love that. I would love that. But I will show you what I posted to the Dodger Facebook page. I mean, I gave credit to the Dodgers comeback and all that, No shit talk. Basically, great comeback, man. Let's stop with the controversy that this was a terrible call to pitch Nestor Cortes. It wasn't a bad call at all. He got Ohtani out. Nestor got Ohtani out. He's fit to pitch. Let's stop with this nonsense that I'm a big Aaron Boone hater, but this wasn't the wrong call to pitch Cortes because he got Ohtani up. They're just blaming him for the outcome. Now, putting in Holmes, yes, I have another problem with that. Good game, guys. Come for Yankee fan. If you're so sick to my stomach, the long series, well done. Come for you guys. It's going to be epic series, 100%. Jorge Ibarra says, why the heck do they bring in a pitcher who hasn't pitched in a month, especially the moment? Well, I said it wasn't the wrong call. Lefty on lefty, L on Lel. Nesser did get Ohtani out. It's simply clutch baseball. Credit to Freeman for winning the L on L matchup. It was rigged again because the series got in 6 and the Yankees going to destroy the Dodgers. They're winning 4 to 5 games, like the 45th World Series appearance. He can never pitch in the Bronx again, even if the Yankees win the title. I agree. He's got to settle with the Atlanta Braves or some team. I'm gonna ask a poll here. What's more suspenseful? Tied series 1-1, or Yankees come back from 2-0? I'm gonna start a poll, and then maybe that will determine how game 2 occurs. So my mouse is not working. But you see, this stuff is scripted. They're ready to blame the manager. They're ready. Yankee fans are ready to say the series is over. I remember when the Phillies won Game 1 in 2009. Let me just say that. So, on both occasions since moving to the new stadium, the Yankees have lost a Game 1 of the World Series. Well, the Braves do get Stridler back. Spencer Stridler, I mean, he's out for the year. So if he's back next year, the Braves are a more dangerous team. It'd be pretty cool, though, if the Dodgers lose the World Series and they lose against the Braves. No lie, it'd be pretty cool. Japan's Camacho of Atlanta, so who knows? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. This ends the post game. This is only Act 1, and both Cole and Yamamoto will end up on the losing side. Nobody could have predicted it except for Las Vegas. But I am already mentally prepared to be down 2-0 because you can't script any better if the Yankees win 3 straight games at home against Dave Roberts, came back 3-0 as a member of the Red Sox or the Yankees. So the Dodgers will choke. But it all is dependent on tomorrow's matchup, and we'll break down tomorrow's matchup. But what is a given? I will be live for the entire homestand at Yankee Stadium, even when they down 2-0, because I will rise. Here comes Judge. All rise. Masonic ritual. Bow down to your honor. There's something sinister happening. Judge, was scripted. He was supposed to get on the bad end of the ball on his at bat. That was rigged. It's okay. Giancarlo Stanton wasn't going to win World Series MVP. The Yankees were going to lose the first game to start out. That's okay. That's okay. Judge was supposed to win World Series MVP. I don't know if you were thinking that way, just making observations based on the game, but 100%, this is how it's manipulated. Ohtani cannot win MVP now. Ohtani's going to pull Kevin Durant and join a super team. No, Ohtani has to be the difference maker. So this is a brilliant show, and this is only part 1. It is a Masonic ritual. He is complete crap for the entire playoffs, but has the world's greatest 4 to 5 game stretch ever in the history of the world. And I couldn't ask for it to be scripted in any better way if that's what we end up seeing for the rest of the series. Motherfucker! All rise to the judge. Here we go. All rise to Aaron James Judge. I'm a hardcore believer. I hope you enjoyed the Freemasonic angle that I have described. He's the worst hitter in baseball during 2 playoff series in Game 1 or Game 2 of the World Series. This Freemasonic ritual is going to coincide with Las Vegas murdering the public. All glory to Big Toe if this does happen. If they down 10-0, we are coming back to win the series. Wonder how many times the Yankees came back from 2-0. I must do the research. I must be ready in anticipation to tell everybody how much the Yankees have came back from down 2-0. But let's go back 28 years to 1996. Yeah, I was alive during that time, but I was only a 1-year-old in 1996. I tell you guys, if my grandfather was still alive, he would be angry with Aaron Boone. Oh, what? I mean, put in a pitcher hasn't pitched in over 37 days. My dad, who grew up in New Jersey, it was never a good day to head back home after a Yankee loss during these summers in the 60s and the 70s. Let me just say that. It was not a good day to head back home to your dad if the Yankees lost. That's how much of a huge Yankee fan Edo was. But when we win this championship, it is all going to be in tribute to Edo De Laurentiis. So there's no doubt we're going to win this. This is crazy. Atlanta won the first 2 games of the 1996 World Series. Yankees came back from 2-0 28 years ago. Do the research. The great Jorginho making his legacy. This is amazing. The Yankees were down 2-0 28 years ago. I'm prepared to lose, and I'm not betting on the game tomorrow. Stay woke, and stay awake. I'm going to come out with the Eufus, with the knuckle change, with the knuckle curve. That's what's going to happen when the Yankees lose tomorrow. LA Dodgers is 40 win 2 straight games. All rise to the judge, motherfucker. All hail to the king when the Yankees come back to win this World Series, and all hail to the king, Lord Almighty, when the Lakers come in the greatest upset in the history of basketball. The Lakers defeat the Celtics. Amen. Here we go. We might lose tomorrow. The 28th day, it's magical. This is magical. All these ass clouds who talk about Fernando, this is all in tribute to COVID. The comeback is Camacho, the 41st World Series appearance. The great Jorginho. Don't get that home run prop or any of that Jorginho stuff for game 2. Just relax and wait till the Bronx, because the Bronx creatures, the Bronx who, it's about to get wild. We'll be facing the Brooklyn Dodgers in game 3. You'll be ready for this. Yeah, I think when these tickets, they're not even 3 figures, they're 4 figures. The series is going to be rigged for home teams. That's a very intelligent point. Well taken. My grandfather died on the 28th day of November in 2000. Right after the end of the Yankee three-peat, And just before the end of the Curse of Bambino, he probably would have had a heart attack if he was alive when the Red Sox came back from 3-0. So I know God orchestrated the death of my grandfather because he was never happy when the Yankees lost. He was a hardcore Yankee fan. He was so angry anytime they lose, even if it's a regular season game. So I know God took his life at the exact right time because um, it's crazy. George Steinbrenner witnessed the Yankees choking a 3-0 lead, but not my grandfather. He died at the right time. Right after a three-peat, before you could see the Yankees lose against the Red Sox to end the curse of the Bambino. Yeah, Joe DiMaggio said, I thank the Lord for making me a Yankee. And now let me share this to you. Rio J. Stone has said that every time the Dodgers faced off against the Yankees in the World Series, the teams have been up to the nothing. So this is showbiz. This is entertainment. You're not supposed to award Giancarlo Stanton the World Series MVP. You're not supposed to award Ohtani the World Series MVP, but they make it obvious with Freddie Freeman's home run. But I think it'd be a better script, honestly, if Ohtani hits in the game-winning run and the Dodgers end up losing the World Series. That's just me. So Rio J. Stone, it says, when I scroll down here, he says Dodgers taking game 1 and 2 before Yankees start winning at the 28th day. So I am not betting on the game tomorrow. He did some real research. I'll tell you what Rio J. Stone said. Rio J. Stone 2344 says history between the Yankees and the Dodgers, 2-game series leads. Yankees had 2-0 series lead 1947. Yankees win. Yankees 2-0 series lead. Yankees win 1953. 1955. Yankees 2-0 series lead. Dodgers win. Dodgers came back. Scripted. 1955 World Series was scripted. The Dodgers' first championship was scripted. 1956 Brooklyn Dodgers 2-0 series lead. The Brooklyn Bombs. They bombs! Choked! The Yankees came back and won the series in 1956. 1963 Dodgers 2-0 series. They won. 1978 Dodgers 2-0 series lead. The Yankees won the series. 1981 the Yankees had a 2-0 series. The Dodgers won. So based off of the history of the series, as the Rio J. Stone has noted, this series has had a history of comebacks. And if you're going to have a comeback victory for the New York Yankees, the almighty Jorginho, the almighty great Jorginho will deliver for the New York Yankees. If the Yankees win 3 straight games at the Bronx after being down 2-0, Soto's going to hit a home run. Stanton's going to hit a home run. Jorginho is going to hit a couple of daggers in Game 6. They're going to murder the Dodgers in Game 6. So that is highly intellectual research on the behalf of the Rio J. Stone. And you get all the credit for that point well taken. I'm glad you're still on here on the stream because that is a point well taken. In a 2-3-2 format with 3 straight games at Yankee Stadium, and New Yorkers have died due to the China Wuhan virus, the New York Yankees have to make this something very memorable when these New Yorkers are paying thousands of dollars on World Series tickets. This is how the fix is in. And we will deliver. And the Goy are going to be absolutely fooled. This is the most golden championship yet. 28th in number of wealth. There's no lie. When the Dodgers win tomorrow, we're going to suffocate Astro fans. We're going to torture them. They're going to choke on their own oxygen. I'll enjoy every little bit of it slowly as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday happens. I may feel evil, but this is good. This is karma. This is karma for cheating, for being a huge asterisk. Houston Astros. I'll enjoy seeing them choke on their own oxygen. Just think for a second. In the season that begins at Houston, do you really think the Yankees are going to end up losing the World Series? It's common sense. I think it's epic either way. If the Yankees and the Astros are tied 1-1, the Yankees show just how mighty they are, that the series can and will end in 6 games. If the Yankees are down 2-0, then this is the most legendary comeback ever in the World Series. Now, for the record, for the 14 people watching, even if the Yankees win back-to-back titles, in 2026, when we roll with the Dodgers, I'll be wearing my Yankee gear the whole entire time. Yeah, I'll be rooting for the Dodgers to win in 2026 because I'll place a big bet on Showtime Ohtani to win in 2026. So I am willingly ready to bet on the rifle in 2026. And that time may very well end up coming very shortly. I think the Dodgers are not allowed to win until Goalkeeper LeBron James has retired as the king of basketball, winning 6 rings, winning the back-to-back, great start over the loser, disgusting loser Phoenix Suns. My NBA is red rage on fire right now. I got the Lincoln Nation excited. I got them all excited. I didn't try to finish that bottle, but what an escape from that horrendous scripted Game 1. Okay, the Red Sox, that's Dave Roberts being a Red Sox player. 2024, they came back and they won 4 straight games. That series was win. So Yankees are going to sweep them Brooklyn Bums and take 3 games at home. I am mentally prepared to lose this game tomorrow. I am mentally prepared. I'm ready to lose tomorrow. I am ready to be open to the world's greatest script ever in the history of the world. This is the most euphoric series possible for New Yorkers who suffered during COVID. To have the Yankees win 3 straight home games down 2-0. Baseball is rigged. Oh, the Yankees are right there with the Dodgers, tied 1-1. Not when millions of people died during New York City during COVID. This is our series. We're going to win this. With or without a tied series at LA, we are winning the series. Jerry Reese, general manager of the Giants, he said, with or without Michael Strahan being able to play, we're going to beat the Giants in the Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they did. That's how that season was rigged. I remember him saying, with or without Michael Strahan, the New York Giants win the Super Bowl. This is how you know these are scripted before they're predetermined before the season happens. Why the hell was Aaron Boone saying we helping I win the championship? That's what I'm talking about. I really hope Judge wins as many rings as he can, but honestly, I think he's winning 3 rings. Now, the game has suffered, the Houston Asterisks are such a joke of a team. Even with their bandwagoners, people have grown to hate the cheaters. So people have lost interest in baseball because the Houston Cheaters have played the 7 straight ALCS appearances. And The World Series rating should be higher if people really like the Astros, but people hate that team. It's not just Yankee fans. Everybody hates that team. People love seeing the bleacher creatures destroy that team in 2020, 2021. Astros have to lose. The Yankees have to win after starting the year at Houston. Oh, which is funny because it's Astros that's Camacho 20. Everybody, I am not betting on the game tomorrow. I will not bet on the game tomorrow. We will be down 2-0. And we will come back and win the series. I should do a video on that. Stop talking off and twirling your dick, team. Make a video. Astro fans, this is the karma. It's what it is. It's the karma. The Dodgers Camacho 51. Yankees go 5-1 against the Dodgers at the Bronx. Wow, perfect. Yankees will go 4-1 against the Dodgers at the Bronx. I don't think the Astros want any smoke with the Yankees. What were they? The Asterix, they only won how many games against the Yankees again? Moses. The Yankees went 10-3 against the Astros. This is how you know they're a bitch-ass team. They don't want to face off against the Yankees. They don't have any dignity. They don't have any shame. They have no shame whatsoever. They don't even want to go down with dignity. The Astros are the definition of a bitch-ass, pussy-ass team. They're too scared to lose against the Yankees. They'd rather lose against anyone else. That's a pussy-ass organization. They're 2-3 in the World Series. They have a losing record in the World Series. This team sucks. Asshole. Asshole. You're garbage. Hey, you're trash! That's what you are. Motherfucker, you're trash. Again, I hope Houston chokes on their oxygen. Calm down. If the Yankees are down 2-0, they're coming back to win it. Okay, this is the greatest team in sports history. Real Madrid may be the greatest team in sports history, but the Yankees are the greatest team in North American history. Astro fans are going to be tortured. I'm going to enjoy every second of it. They should be choking on their own oxygen. I'll enjoy every motherfucking second of it. They're going to choke on their oxygen. I'm going to enjoy every second of it. In the Yankees, they should begin the season against the Astros next year as well. They should begin at the Bronx. And they should let these guys know who their motherfucking daddy is. Everybody saw it. The Astros were not interested in losing against the Yankees. This is a pussy-ass motherfucking team. For their daddy. They have no shame whatsoever. The Astros are just a team full of bitches. The only way that can reverse anything the Astros did is that sorry-ass motherfucking team hasn't won back-to-back titles. So we need back-to-back titles. That's what we need. Well, you're a Fodger fan, so you have an asterisk title in 2020. You haven't won anything in centuries. But the most dramatic script may not happen again because a former Giants pitcher will probably beat the Dodgers. So, Carlos Rodon, do your business and allow the Yankees to take 2 out of 3 and be in position to win the World Series. And these motherfuckers out there start shutting their showtime. Well, that is punishment for Houston if the Yankees win the title. They have their hopes up after game one. I think this is all by design. It really is. It's all by design. My LA family hope the Dodgers win, but they're losing. Yankees are their daddy, 9-3 in the World Series. All these people bitching about the salary cap, but Yankees haven't made the World Series in 15 years. Is the salary cap really a big problem in baseball? Well, only when the Yankees make the World Series. You guys are a bunch of hateful ass motherfuckers. You guys are pretty spoiled in terms of historical terms as far as the Yankees not making it to the World Series. 15 years old World Series appearance? You are spoiled. You are definitely spoiled. I hope the Yankees murder every single one of you little crying little assholes. Where were you crying about the Astros cheating? Funny how I clicked back on the USC scoreboard. The Miller Moss has 28 passing attempts, but I did screenshot the halftime score. Vikings finishing last over the Lions or the Bears. Well, the Colts are garbage with Anthony Richardson, so the Vikings may very well win the next game against a garbage quarterback. Where's that game going to even be played at, by the way? This game was rigged for the over-under, I imagine. Look at all these angry emojis on Yes Network. People are angry at Judge. It's all rigged crap. Jesus Christ. It's all rigged ass garbage. Oh, Judge, you joking. Oh my God. Oh, police. Stuff is rigged crap. All these ass clowns want to get rid of Judge, but let's not forget how the Yankees did without great Judge. After he hurt his foot at Dodger Stadium, they missed the playoffs without great Judge last year. These people are ridiculous. These people are ridiculous. These Yankee fans want to get rid of Judge, and this is why the Judge is going to win the World Series. This hacky Hubbard little ass cloud doesn't understand the New York Yankees. He doesn't understand that it's all influenced by betting. If he wasn't a retard, he'd understand that you can't have Ohtani win the World Series MVP. It's delusional. You have to be a retard to be completely oblivious about these factors. Coming from an LA Fronto fan, you really think Judge is going to move to a new team? This guy is the richest player in baseball. Man, it doesn't matter if the Yankees go 50 years without a title. People really hate this team. They're very jealous about what this team has accomplished. Jorginho's game one is rigged. A rocket scientist can see this. It's rigged. Jorginho's going to deliver when game three comes along. Babe Ruth's number 3 with the Yankees. It's all rigged. Man, them good-ass motherfuckers. I think this Hacky Hubbard guy is going to be accused of being a shill for the casinos. But he really is that stupid. He really is that oblivious. He's not trying to mislead people on the Dodgers. He's just really that oblivious. Not using his fucking brain. Literally. You're a Lion fan, you're a Dodger fan. Interesting. Lions Chiefs is pretty dope, no lie, but that's why most of the future bets I had was on the Lions to win the NFC because I'm very smart and I'm very pragmatic. And I know that there's a possibility that the Chiefs could make it to the Super Bowl. So at least put the NFC bet on the Lions to win and you can't do no wrong. So this called being a pragmatic better. If the Ravens win the NFC, that's great. But the theory will be tested with the Ravens when they face off against the Chiefs. But again, Ravens' last win over the Chiefs was 9-6, and if the Chiefs lose against the Ravens, they fought 9-6 against the Ravens. I mean, the Patriots had Spygate. They made it to the Super Bowl, but they ended up losing against the Giants in the same year that Spygate happened. Yeah, I know they blew out the Lions, but very different circumstances. I just think the Bengals have to beat the Eagles this week, so it could set up an interesting Joe Montana comeback angle. So the Eagles are locked to lose this week. And with the Seattle Rail Chicken Hawks, even if the Cardinals lose, if the Seahawks lose against Allen, which they will, Cardinals are still within a game of the division, even if they lose against the Dolphins. This is how the NFL is rigged. I'm a Cardinal fan. I knew they wouldn't be out of the playoffs after Monday Night Football, but they're losing against Tua, right? And because they're 3-5 and the Seahawks would fall to 4-4, Cardinals are still within the game of the division. The NFL is rigged to maximize fan interest. Third time's a charm. I'm just saying, Lamar Jackson's going to beat Patrick Mahomes. And the Ravens threw the AFC title game. I don't care what you motherfuckers think. The Ravens only ran the ball 16 times. This is how you know the NFL is complete garbage. And I was the guy who had the Chiefs beating the Ravens. So I knew what the script was. I think with the right-wing Republicans losing the election, you can't afford another Kansas City Super Bowl victory. So this is going to have, this is going to be, it is going to be connected to the election. Because when Kamala wins, these right-wingers need to feel a little victory. So you got to have the Chiefs lose. You got to have Taylor lose. Distracted with the sports. These tribal right wingers is what you need. It's what you need. Imagine if the Yankees win tomorrow. Hell have no fury like the Bronx Creatures. Hell have no fury. The Yankees are still calm. The Dodgers are shitting in their underwear if they lose tomorrow. I'm telling you. That's what's going to happen. Aaron's Camacho 22, Aaron Boone, Aaron Judge. The Dodgers fall to 2-2 at Yankee Stadium this year. But it's funny. At some point, the Yankees had 2 runs on 8 hits this game. Did you not see the game? A Giants pitcher beating the Dodgers. I can see it. It's worth a try. It is. It's worth a try. But I'm a pragmatist, so I believe in seeing the direction of the series before it heads back to the Bronx. So be very minimal. Yes, it will be. I'm a pragmatist. Yeah, I left a good comment on the Dodger Facebook page. Good game. Good comeback and all that. And for the record, I hate the Dodgers, and I hate losing like my Yankee grandfather Edo. I just be super pissed if they lose the World Series. So again, I know it's a very long series. I know it's a marathon, and Edo's Camacho 24-15. So Yankees can win the World Series 15 years later, the year 24. That's my grandfather's Camacho. I believe in the Lord Almighty. The great Jorginho has earned every cent of his contract when he carries the Yankees to victory. So there's something wrong with Giancarlo Stanton leading the Yankees to victory. The game was predetermined. The game is predetermined. Giancarlo's not supposed to win World Series MVP. Jorginho, yeah, guys have to understand it's rigged. Wake up! Use your fucking brain. Wake up. Do you really think the Yankees are going to win 2-1 when Giancarlo knocked in the 2 runs? It's rigged. That's the only answer. Ohtani, he got the out. He didn't hit the game-winning run. It's rigged. New York Yankees on NewJersey.com says the Aaron Boone haters are pulling their hair after the Yankees bought in Nestor Cortes. But I hate Aaron Boone, but Cortes wasn't the problem. He got the out against Ohtani, so it's lefty on lefty. So he wasn't the problem. I normally am a big Aaron Boone hater, but you can't fault Nestor for getting Ohtani out, and you trust the lefty on lefty. So there's nothing wrong with putting in Cortes in the game. I'm not gonna blame the manager for putting in Nestor Cortes in this situation. I told the Dodger fans on Facebook, on the Dodger Facebook page. Good game, guys. Going for a Yankee fan. Feel so sick to my stomach before I had the glass of wine, of course, and more than a glass of wine. It's a long series. Hold on, come from behind. It's gonna be a havoc series, 100%. 97 likes and hearts emojis and 2 I care. Oh my god. I hate the Dodgers. I don't want to see the Dodgers win. I'm a Diamondbacks fan. Corey Seager won World Series MVP with the Diamondbacks. Luke Weaver, the Yankees closer, is a Diamondback fan. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be rigged for the Padres to win. It's going to be rigged for the D-backs to win, for the Giants to win. The D-back, Luke Weaver, the Padres, Juan Soto, the Giants, great Jorginho. Yankees have all of the right connections. I am mentally prepared for being down 2-0 because if you can't script any better and the Yankees win 3 straight games at home after all these people died from COVID in 2020, I can see that possibility. Might as well pick the Dodgers to win game 2. But Las Vegas does win if the Dodgers end up losing game 2. If Great Jorginho has a big game 3, maybe people start betting on the Dodgers for game 4. I don't know. I'm just suggesting ideas. Yeah, Yankees are playing with the lead all night. I mean, this is going to be a long ass series. It will. I had Yankees in 6, but I bet on Judge to win World Series MVP. So the World Series MVP is so arbitrary after one game, you know, because the Dodgers won and Ohtani wasn't the hero and Giancarlo doesn't get the credit. So it's all rigged, right? It's all rigged. Game 6 is at LA because it's a 2-3-2. So the first 2 games are at LA, the next 3 games are at New York. The last 2 are at LA. The best road team in baseball is clinching the World Series at Los Angeles. And the great Jorginho is going to come through at the same stadium where he injured his foot. Yeah, I'm a Diamondback. Yes, I am. I've seen Joe Torre manage the Dodgers dramatically. These Dodgers love to be the Yankees. They try to emulate the Yankees. They're inferior to the Yankees. I know they are. They haven't won World Series. Your advanced research is on a whole new level. So they've won every World Series on the road? When? You're really some wicked, slow genius. Real J Stone? Really? Wow. Really? The LA Aztecs haven't won a World Series at home. This team is a curse. This team is a curse. Juventus in the Champions League final, the Dodgers in the World Series. Juventus is the Dodgers. I'm a Juventus supporter, by the way. I've seen 2 Champions League losses during my lifetime. I wasn't into soccer when I was 8 years of age in 2003 when Juventus lost to Milan. As far as the Scudetto race, I don't know how many people are into the soccer that watch the stream. I don't know if I'm speaking to the right audience. I'm a Juventino, but I'm betting on Inter to win the Derby d'Italia because Juventus look terrible. Inter are good because they have Giuseppe Marotta, the same guy who orchestrated the elite Champions League teams of Juventus with Gianluigi Buffon and Barzagli and Carini and Bonucci and basically Inter. Yeah, Giuseppe Marotta joined Inter after Juventus bought Cristiano Ronaldo. So Giuseppe Marotta is in the Italian Football Hall of Fame, and Juventus desperately need Giuseppe Marotta back. Inter are going for the 21st Scudetto. I feel really good about Inter defeating Juventus if Napoli defeat Empoli or they face off against Lecce. Napoli would get the 22nd points, and basically Inter are going to keep pace with Napoli because Conte is Camacho 21 and Inter are up against Conte Camacho 21 for Inter's 21st Scudetto. I'll go Real Madrid, although I think the one out of the 3 games I feel the best about is Arsenal to defeat Liverpool. I have a huge mega league parlay with Jorginho to win World Series MVP and Liverpool will definitely beat Arsenal. But if Juventus get a point against Inter, my hate for Inter is gonna explode. The Inter are supposed to beat Juventus because Juventus look terrible. They can't score a goal. It's at the San Siro. Juventus have injuries. Bremer is out due to an ACL injury for Juventus. Juventus are devastated at the back line. And Juventus fans can accuse Thiago Motta of being working for Inter. This wasn't Me's fault. Yankee fans ready to blame Boone for the series. Fuck the Dodgers. I know it's a marathon. I'm a genius. I'm a baseball fan. I know it's a marathon. You can win game one, you can lose the series. The Dodgers are the super team. They're the favorite. They have to be up ahead. Just like the Warriors and Kevin Durant. Oh, the Raptors were the big underdog. I equate the series as the Warriors and the Raptors in 2019. Again, the New York Yankees are the big. The Houston Astros are going to see the Yankees win the World Series in the year that the Yankees beat opening day at Houston. What about our John Sterling? He comes back from retirement. He's got to be on top of the world, right? John Sterling. He had some pretty garbage calls in the ALCS. No lie. This guy's 86. He should retire already. My uncle's not a big fan of John Sterling. He's probably 67 or something. He's not a big fan of him. This Gleyber Torres bomb is a joke. That was such a lazy ass motherfucking play. It's like he sold the game. Gleyber Torres is a bum. He's a joke. Fuck Gleyber Torres. He shouldn't be allowed back on this team. I'm a huge Aaron Boone critic, but I don't blame him for putting Cortes in the game because he is nasty Nestor. Again, if I'm Aaron Boone, Cortes against Ohtani, get Ohtani out, take Cortes out of the game. The problem was that he allowed Cortes to face, but it is lefty on lefty. Why should he get criticized for lefty on lefty? And I'm a huge Aaron Boone critic, by the way. So this being objective. Again, Yankees are supposed to be down. Jorginho was supposed to be legendary with his back against the wall. I may have to go back and research Reggie Jackson, who's at the cornerstone of the Yankees Dodgers Uncivil War documentary. That's a pretty bold claim, Tyson. They came back and beat the Kings last night. I know that the Spurs will be improved in, maybe the Rockets, I don't know. But the Clippers have seemed to take a step back, so the Timberwolves should still make the playoffs as far as my calculations goes. Because the Clippers are without Kawhi. And it may be just like the Warriors, where the Warriors fail to make the cut to make the playoffs during the bubble. So I see a similarity between the Clippers and the Warriors. And it didn't matter if the Warriors missed the playoffs, they still won the title. So we must not be too knee-jerk or whatever with the Clippers. We are owed a Durant against Goki LeBron James playoff series. I agree. And you motherfuckers lost the championship sometime after my sister's death in 2020, so I hope the Suns suffer and they're tortured. They must be tortured to the core. They must cry like little bitches. You guys let me down, motherfucker. You should have won the championship after my sister's death. You loser sons are a bunch of worthless pieces of trash. You guys are trash. Seriously. Fuck you. Fuck the loser Phoenix Suns. If I started running my mouth on Booker the Bum, this guy would be so offended. I think he's weak-minded. He doesn't know how to ignore fans. He's a joke. He's a fag. Fuck Booker. Even if I told Booker I'm for goalkeeping LeBron James next 2 years, I'm all for you in the year you win, he'd still be offended because he's a fag. This is what he is. Fuck Booker. Booker the Bum cares so much about what the outside feels. I call him Booker the Bum for a reason. He sucks. This Aaron Judge at bat to the 2 is laughably scripted. I do not know if we're going to win the next game. I think you're trash. Yankees are so hated. Yankees are going to win.
It's tough. We played a good ball game.
Cole pitched well. Cole should have pitched 8 innings. Yep, Aaron Boone is a joke. I agree. He's garbage. Cole allowed the first base runner on, and he allows him to get replaced. Jorginho is World Series MVP, so let's not lie. Nobody believes after game 1, but I do. Because I'm rising to my honor. Okay, Jorginho. I'll rise to the judge. Aaron Judge will win World Series MVP. He's not supposed to do anything after game 1. I believe in the judge. All rise the judge. I'm going to go to In-N-Out before they close. All rise to the judge. So I have to say, I'm prepared for any outcome, but game 2 is completely irrelevant because I have the Yankees winning the series. Let's take a look at World Series odds after game 1. Freddie Freeman probably leads the pack. The Yankees were down 2-0 28 years ago. This is crazy. This real J Stone stuff is pretty crazy. It is. He's probably right about the Yankees being down 2-0. This is crazy. It is. Again, the Lord Almighty has planned something special, and the great Judge will be here to deliver on Monday. Again, I could easily see the Yankees being down 2-0. How do the Dodgers do against the Giants pitcher tomorrow? Anyway, it all depends. Andy Pettitte, yes, they did. He was great. Roger Clemens and Andy Pettitte pitched for the Astros in 2004 before the rivalry reached fruition. Gotta watch these Lakers highlights. Anyway, I'll probably end the stream right here. Aaron Judge will be World Series MVP. All rise the judge. Tied 1-1 or not tied 1-1, it doesn't make a huge difference to me. It'd be very dramatic if the Yankees were down 2-0. But if Carlos Rodon wins, and Dodgers steal game, Yankees win 2-1, then we're in prime position. Let's do this. Good night. And again, we will get this delivered.